Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this AutoCAD 2016 training course, and the topic for today will be how to print using layout views. We will have a couple of lessons later in this training course explaining all the details about layout views, and this will be a very brief topic to change the focus from printing only in model view, and model view is where we've been working, this tab here, and besides we have these layout tabs which allow you to access to a new environment, and this new environment, called the layout, allow you to control your drawing scale, add title blocks, and set up layer settings different from what you have in this model space, again where we've been until this moment. So basically what I have done now, it was a rectangle with a A3 drawing format, and I've placed a couple of circles inside just so that you can have a sense of where we are in space. So what happens, it is when I click in one of the tabs, in one of the layouts, I go in here, and in the layouts I get this image, and you can notice a couple of things in this image. The first one, it is the white sheet that basically it's a representation of your paper. Then you have this dashed rectangle, which is the plotter margins, and inside you have a smaller rectangle that basically it's your viewport border. Okay, so what happens, it is we can set up a lot of things in here, but this layout will represent always what you have on the model view, and you can add other things. All those details we are going to leave them for later. What I want to explain you is this arrangement, this new environment. Basically, if you click inside this viewport, you activate this viewport, and you can see, you can work on this as a working environment. And basically this viewport, this space, it's oriented to work on a scale a true scale, 1:1. So now I've changed, with the viewport activated, I've changed the scale, and if you see here, every time I turn my wheel of my mouse, I'm changing the size in the scale, but I can come here directly and choose a scale like this, 1:1, or any of the others, scale to fit or whatever. Okay, you can arrange either in scale or in positioning what you want, and you can set also things like the grid when it is active, so you can say turn this off, whatever you want also. And when you are satisfied with these settings, just click outside a couple of times, and you deactivate your viewport. Okay, and now if you make the zoom, you make a zoom of all the sheet and not only of the viewport. So when you are okay with this, you will act the same way as we've seen in our previous lesson. Just go to print, plot, define one printer or plotter. I will say system printer. All of these settings, we've seen them a little, how they work, and just do a preview, and you will get the layout of your sheet according to what you have configured or set on the layout tab, and the ask to come out of this. So this is the way how to work with the layout views using the printer options, and you can complement this information later with the lessons that will speak about how to configure and how to work with all the definitions in layout views.